Well, that was nice to see Robert again. Can't wait to see him as Batman. But let's talk about Tenet. Tenet is the biggest mind-altering film I've ever watched in my entire life. Like, really keep your eye on the ball for this movie, because you look away one little bit and you're going to be screwed for the rest of the movie. I guarantee it. I promise. Folks who haven't seen this movie, I promise you, that's what your experience is going to be. I really have to praise Christopher Nolan for directing and writing this, because it was one of the most original screenplays I've ever seen in my life or ever heard of. I would never have come up with anything like that. I'm actually taking some screenwriting lessons, believe it or not, and truth be told, I never would have come up with such a mind-altering idea. I'm not going to really say what Tenet's about because it's such a complex movie, but it does have a big name of A-list talent, including John David Washington, the son of Denzel Washington, Kenneth Branagh. Kenneth Branagh is such a show stealer. He can play some of the worst characters on the planet. He can play some of the most goofy characters on the planet. He's just that kind of actor that you can't help but root for. Some actors have that talent where the characters they play, they just make you fall in love with them, regardless of how evil or how goofy they can be. When I say goofy, I'm talking about his performance in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets as Gilderoy Lockhart. A lot of people might forget, but here's your reminder. He played Gilderoy Lockhart in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I feel that John David Washington is going to be a future Hollywood legend, just like his father. I mean, you can't go wrong with Denzel Washington. You can actually see some of Denzel Washington's acting traits in his son. As for Tenet itself, well, I love the acting, the special effects. Okay, I've never seen any realistic CGI ever before in my life. I mean, sure, it's Christopher Nolan. He's known for putting computer-generated imagery to what it's really meant to look like. Like, it's not meant to look fake or, look like cheap 90s outdated special effects. It actually looks real. There are some movies that try to do it, but Christopher Nolan gives the computer-generated imagery his all in this movie. And just 10 years ago, he released another mind-altering film, Inception. I gotta watch Inception again, now that I've said that, because it's such again, another mind-altering film. Christopher Nolan is just a master at cinematography in his films. Well, of course, my all-time favorite movie of his will always be The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. If you really want to challenge yourself watching this movie, be my guest. Do it. My father and I saw it together. I asked him what he think of it. He said, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because my dad said it really got him confused. And don't get me wrong, I got super confused as well. So at first I thought it was going to be a 9 out of 10 cameras when I walked out of the theater, but now I'm thinking maybe I'll make it a 7 out of 10 film cameras. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sun's going away. So that's why I look a little bit darker. Anyways, I give it a 7 out of 10 film cameras because I loved the writing, I loved the cinematography, but I didn't really like the whole idea of testing your mind in this story. So get ready to really think about things when this movie's over. Trust me, you're going to feel confused.